South stack cheese, man. I ain't rapping till I get the money in my hand. South stack cheese, man. Big cars, big cars.
All right, so this is the chapter 18 of the FRANK151 book. Basically, long story short, me and the Dirt Doc have been friends for many years. It was a natural move to get a book with Dax, and when I approached him with the idea, he said he wanted to do it on the New South. Dirty Doc, FRANK151.
Inside look.
Inside look, and all of the influences and lovely things behind this book right here.
To a little window into the world of the Dungeon family that most people until this book, and even after this book, have really never seen.
This right here is a cut of all the Dungeon member families that Dax took photos of with the Dungeon family tattoos on their arms. About like that. Dax had a little mission over to show the profile of crystal meth and how it's completely destroying soccer moms. And
the epidemic. We were the first ones to cover the epidemic, at least as far as the South and Atlanta went. It was something that I couldn't help but to notice. And I wanted to go National Geographic into the world of someone who sells and smokes meth. We were scared to put that shit in there. We did it anyway. And I'm glad he did it, because, you know, not long after that shit came out, he started seeing HBO specials on Douglasville, Georgia, and the meth epidemic. It started coming up in the news, and I think that this was like, this kind of like lit the match, you know?
Going forward a little bit, here you got a photo of original DJ, Andre, and Big Boy in
the original Dungeon.
Outcast tags and organized noise, throw-ups, and all types of shit in the background, which was super cool to see. And it just kind of showed what had happened, because at this point, Stankonia had already come out, and it was a worldwide phenomenon.
That's what showed my Polaroid. I got a good Polaroid from Magic City when it closed down the first time in 2002. OG shot right there, that's my shot.
You see that right there next to the Fila ad, and Fila is very famous in Atlanta.
Forever I love Atlanta, Fila.
Then we did a cool piece right here on Jackie Barrett's 4-year cycle of destruction.
Dirty Barrett.
Dirty Barrett, what was she? Sheriff.
She was a MILF.
She was a MILF sheriff, and she got in a lot of trouble. She was doing all types of
shady shit, letting T.I. film videos in there and shit.
Other things in the book, we have D-boy suits. Explain those suits.
One of the questions I always ask is where those suits came from, all the MCM and Gucci suits. And man, I ran into this kid that I knew, and his older brother. It was a big-time dope boy when I was just in 6th and 7th, 8th grade. And he always had fresh-ass Dapper Dan MCM full suits on. But later on, years later, when I ran into his little brother, I asked him what happened to him. He said he got like 30 years in jail. And I was like, man, what happened to all those clothes and shit he had? And he was like, man, actually, they're still sitting in the attic. And the motherfucker, being a little junky motherfucker like he was like, man, you want to buy them? I was like, hell yeah, let's go get them. And now I'm killing the game with those things till this day. Except they don't fit anymore.
That's why you jogging.
Yeah, I'm jogging, trying to get back in these MCM suits, man. It's gonna happen. You'll see. Give me about 4 years, man. You know, people always chip on the fucking rebel flag, and you know, I hate to see that they stopped using it just for the fact that they always say if you don't know your past, you'll never know your future. So I was like, man, you should like bastardize it and like spit in the faces of the old South by keeping the flag but turning it black and white. That's like our flag. So we're the New South now, black and white. You know, pride with no colors.
It was a cool ass book we did. And the whole funny thing is that we collected the content in a week, and then we flew back to New York, and we laid it out in a week. It went to print. So within 1 month, we started the collection, we laid it out, and we printed it.
It was out.
That was that. So this here,
I think it was the fastest issue in the history of FRANK151. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it came together beautifully.
Yep.
Ouch.
Ouch here.